Hey my friends, how's it going? It's Ultimus, and this is a little bit of an update and kind of inside my headspace kind of video for you guys. Without kind of dilly-dallying too much, um, it's been almost 2 weeks now, give or take. Let's actually check real quick. Been almost 2 weeks, I think, since I have uploaded a gameplay video. Yeah, published on the 12th. Yeah, so 10 days. Yeah, almost 2 weeks. Um, since I have published a video on the channel related to gaming. The last thing we did was the Doomfist on the PTR thing. So, um, basically, what's going on is I'm here to kind of just let you guys know what's going on, because I really do try my best to keep you guys in the loop as much as possible, and also just to kind of, I guess, share what's going on with my head. It makes it sound like I've actually got sick or something, which is what's going on in my headspace and just kind of some things that are going through my mind. In no way is this video meant to be a Debbie Downer type video or anything like that, but just trying to be honest with you guys. So hopefully it makes sense, and other than that, everything will be clear and you guys will understand and everything will be good. First and foremost, I will say this is not a I'm quitting YouTube video. This isn't a I'm done kind of video. So before, we're just going to get that out of the way. But over the past week, last week specifically, just had a lot going on, which was always just tricky. I mentioned before in a previous video, we had summer camp, which we do every year. We take a bunch of junior high and high school students up to camp, and we spent about 3 or 4 days. This time it was 4 days. We left July 5th, got back July 8th, and did all that. So that's always time consuming and just very, very tiring. Excuse me. But definitely very, very worthwhile. Definitely something I look forward to every year. So that's really, really kind of a cool thing. And then shortly after that, actually, my sister and brother-in-law decided to come out and just kind of hang out with us for a few days because they hadn't had a chance to meet the kid yet. It's my sister's first niece and or nephew, so in this case niece. So it's kind of a big deal. It's an exciting thing, especially since like we don't really have a whole lot of family aside from my wife's family that are fairly close to us. All my extended family is all back in the Midwest, and then just with my dad having passed last year, we don't really have a whole lot of people except for like our spouses and then my wife's immediate family. So kind of being there for each other is super, super important to us. So they came out and hung out with us for a few days, which is cool. But again, because of that, recording really wasn't an option, just because you got a bunch of extra people in the house. We had friends coming and going as well because we had other people that wanted to see them while they were in town. So that was a thing, and it was definitely fun. A lot of good times to be had, and yeah, so there's that. But the other thing is that I've mentioned this before, but one of the biggest reasons there's two big things as to why I haven't been doing a whole lot of gameplay videos aside from just the busyness of life. First and foremost, the one that just presents the most immediate roadblock or complication is just having a 6-month-old in the house. Like even as I'm recording this, I'm keeping an ear out, just in case the kid starts crying and screaming, and I need to help my wife out because that's what babies do. And so the necessity to drop what I'm doing at any minute and go help definitely makes it hard to record. There's been a couple of times actually previously that I can think of trying to just record even just some casual gameplay footage, just me having a good time with some friends, or just on my own, just kind of dinking around in like battlegrounds or like quick play matches in Overwatch, and I'm in the middle of the game and kid wakes up, starts screaming, and it is what it is. There's no way you can have a baby screaming in the background of a video and at least make it enjoyable, especially because I don't do drama videos, I don't do fail videos. I just like to have fun. So that presents its own form of complications. Recording during the day really isn't an option, because I'm either home alone with the kid because the wife does work very long shifts, and so I'm home with the kid on days when I'm not working, and then on the other days, of course, I myself am working. And there are days that the wife is home, and that's just the day we have to run errands. So it's just life's very, very complicated and busy right now. But that being said, I think the bigger reason, in all honesty, if I was going to be completely honest with you guys, and I really do try my best to be transparent, and that's I'm having a hard time finding my place here on YouTube, if that makes sense. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that. But what I do and what I love doing is I'm just an average dude. I'm just an average guy. You know, I go to work, I pay my bills. You know, I got a wife and a kid. I got 2 dogs. I live in a suburban type neighborhood. Like, again, so with that, I'm just a guy who loves to play video games and loves to share, gameplay and the fun that video games are with other people. And my concern really, though, is that I'm concerned that there's really not a place for that on YouTube anymore. And what I mean by that is, again, one thing I promised myself and I've never really brought up, but I guess I will just for the sake of this video, is I'm just not interested in doing drama videos. I'm not interested in doing clickbait videos. It's just not me. I mean, maybe as a joke every once in a while, like a clickbait type title, fine, whatever. But it's just not my jam. Like, I hate drama. I hate it in real life. I hate it online. I will actively go out of my way to not play with people who I find to be dramatic or stuff like that. So to produce content like that, to me, seems contradictory to who I am, and I wouldn't enjoy it. And obviously that's like one of the quickest ways to get popular right now. And on the other end too, I don't do a whole lot of high-end content simply because of life and time constraints and lack of people to play with on a regular basis and things like that. So it just provides its own set of complications to it. And at this point, really, I could just be making excuses, and I'm willing to accept that. But I don't think that I am. I think I'm just being realistic with my situation. So, that being said, all of that considered, I'm concerned that there's not a place for that on YouTube. Sure, I could do top 5 videos. I could do videos on, top 5 things I think Legion is doing great, top 5 things I think Legion dropped the ball on. I could do, a top, favorite thing about Overwatch. I could do those kind of videos, and they're okay, but they feel kind of gimmicky to me. And I just feel like there's enough of that on YouTube. I could do commentary on changes coming in WoW, but a lot of times I feel like I'm either late to the game on that, or other people have said it better, and I feel weird about chiming in on a topic if I don't feel like I'm actually adding anything to it. The biggest thing that I want to do here is I want to add and bring value. And if I'm not doing that, then I don't want to just put more senseless noise out there, if that makes sense. So I'm concerned about that, and I'm trying to figure out kind of my place and what I want to do and how I can add value to YouTube and to you guys, because I definitely don't want to just be another kind of just channel that's there, if that makes sense. On top of that as well, I had the itch to start streaming again, heavily, but that goes back to kind of what I mentioned before, which is just with the potential of my kid waking up and again having to drop the stream abruptly is definitely not good for viewers. It's not fun, and I literally could be one of those things where I could be gone for anywhere from 5 minutes to a half an hour. And obviously nobody wants to watch that, so it's in a weird place right now. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, how I want to handle it, and just what I want to do with it all. Because like I said at the beginning, I'm not interested in quitting. I really do have too much fun doing this. I've wanted to do this since 2009, and I really should have started back then, but I was scared. If I'm going to be honest with you guys, I was way too scared to do it back then, because I thought that I had to be this perfect kind of top tier level player to be able to produce content. But I know that's not the case now. You just have to produce good content, and that's what I want to make sure I'm doing. I want to make sure I'm producing good content that adds value, and stuff that is actually enjoyable to watch, not just videos for the sake of videos. So that being said, if you made it all the way through this video, I do appreciate it. you guys are the ones that I'm making videos for. Bottom line, that's just kind of how it's working out, and I love that. So with that being said, again, not dead, not done, but just trying to take inventory and get a little bit of personal awareness and self-awareness, and just figure out what value I can bring to the table on YouTube and or Twitch. So yeah, that's it on this one. Pretty happy I was able to do this one take. No need to edit, thank God, which means I can just upload this to YouTube and get on with my night. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. You have no idea how much it means to me. Even if you watch videos like this, to me that tells me you're invested in what's going on here, and you want to see what's going to happen. So that alone motivates me to keep going and want to make sure I make the best choice and bring the best value to what's going on here. So other than that, yeah, that's it. I'm done. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. If not, I totally understand, especially on a video like this. But as always, I'll catch you next time.